Okay, so these have been the problems that have given us the most problems. So you are looking at this, and I want you to understand that when you look at this problem, there's a reason why this problem looks difficult, okay? And so you're looking at this, and the reason it looks difficult is because of the fractions. The first thing that I need you to do is step 0. Okay? I need you to set the bottoms equal to 0. Okay? This is because the bottoms are not allowed to equal 0 because it would be stupid for bottoms to equal 0 because then Cookie Monster would be sad, you would have no friends, and I would have ordered a pizza just to throw it away. Okay? So we don't divide by 0. We're not going to cut the pizza into 0 slices. We aren't going to go ahead and give 0 cookies to none of our friends. Like, that's so silly for us to say. So I'm going to say x minus 1 can't equal 0, and I'm going to say x plus 2 cannot equal 0. Okay, I'm going to say both of those things. I'm going to add 1 to both sides to get x cannot equal 1. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides to get x cannot equal 2, negative. Okay, so these are two things that we have to come back and check with. They aren't answers, okay, but they have to be a part of your answer in order for you to get full credit. So once I've done that, setting it equal to 0, that's step 0, I'm just coming back to this problem and treating it like a normal problem. So, you're freaking out. I get that you're freaking out. It's a fraction. That's a little scary. Looking at this fraction, I choose this piece as the scariest piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that piece. But I have to do it mathematically. So in some of my classes, we've talked about how this is like bringing in a soldier that matches, and how we are completely getting rid of this side because that was the whole point. We have 4 equals. We're just rewriting. That's all we're doing right now. We are just rewriting. That's all we're doing. Okay? We're still freaking out. Some of you freak out more about these parentheses than you do the things on the bottom. If that's the case, go ahead and distribute first. But most of us are freaking out right here. Okay, we're like, I don't like the fraction. I don't like this thing. I just want it to go away. So I'm telling you, it's really simple for us to make it go away. We just multiply by both sides by x minus 2. So I go ahead and I cross this off because the whole point was for that to cancel. So I get x plus 2 times 4 equals 5x minus 1. Some of you might choose to go ahead and rewrite this so that it looks the way you want it to. But I'm telling you that you can just go ahead and distribute right now. If you wanted to rewrite it so that the 4 was in the front, you could have. I get 4x plus 8 equals 5x minus 5. Pretty please be careful. I'm noticing that some of you are drawing this arrow, this arc, but you're not doing the math of that arc. Okay, so you're drawing that arrow, that arc, but you're not doing the math of it. Make sure that you're doing that 5 times the negative 1. So I'm going to subtract 4 to both sides because I'm trying to get my x's together. So I get 8 equals x minus 5. I'm still going. Okay, I'm going to add 5 to both sides. and I'll get 13 equals x. This will be my answer as long as it checks with our values that it can't be. And it does. It's not 1, it's not 2, so it is fine. 13 will work. So I'm coming over here. So, some of you have been taught to cross-cancel in the past. You are more than welcome to do that. If your parents are sitting there at home and you were like, I need help, and they taught you to cross-cancel and you were like, this was so much easier, you're more than welcome to use that method. That's okay. Okay? In class we learned we're freaking out. It's a fraction. So I'm going to make my excluded values. That's step 0. So I have to circle my bottoms. I have to set my bottoms not equal to 0. Okay. One mistake I'm seeing in class right now is that some of you are doing this. Okay? They can equal themselves. I just need it not to be 0. So I'm not quite done yet. This one was easy. This one I'm going to subtract 6 from. I get x does not equal negative 6. Okay. So I come back to my problem just to do my problem regular good old-fashioned way. So the fraction that freaks me out the most is actually this one. I'm going to multiply by x plus 6. I'm going to multiply by x plus 6. The whole point of doing this was to make that go away. Make it go away. X plus 6 multiplies by 3. And then I'm left with 2 on this side. Right now I'm missing something. I'm missing that over x. So make sure that you're getting every piece of your problem. I'm still freaking out. It's still a fraction. It's still bothering me. I'm going to multiply by the bottom. The whole point was to cancel that out. I'm going to rewrite x plus 6. I'm actually going to move that 3 in front this time. Since I had to rewrite it anyways, I'm going to put it in the place where I like it to be. I'm going to distribute that 3. I get 3x plus 18 equals 2x. I'm going to move all of my x's to the same side. The reason why I'm moving this one, even though it becomes negative, is so that I don't end up with nothing on a side. So 2 minus 3 gives me negative 1x. I'm not quite done yet. I'm going to do one more thing. So I get negative 1x equals 18. Divide by negative 1. Some of you have been taught, let's just switch the signs. So this one becomes a positive, that one becomes a negative. If that's how you were taught, I am okay with that. You don't need to show me this divide by negative 1 step. If you want to show it, that's fine.